Hey guys, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Yes, this is Spirit Journey. And I'm out and about at the races at dawn. Beautiful dawn. Today is December 10th, 2020. I think it's the 10th. And the time is now 6:54 a.m. Yes, yes. So I did a little better with the timing today. A little better. Yeah, yesterday I was like 15 minutes late. So today I'm like 8 minutes behind schedule. That's not too bad. And I have the pack with me. Let me get them. Yeah, Lily. Say hello, Lily. Hey, Lavin. Lily, you were just looking. That's the guys. Yeah, that's Lily. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I was like racing. I woke up early. Yeah. And yes, in the monitor, it looks really bright outside. The sky. It looks almost like daytime, but it's not. Yeah, it's dusky. Yeah. I'll try to get up earlier. Well, it wasn't that I think the time that I got it was okay. But things, sometimes those little things get in the way. Oh, I was eating my breakfast. Yeah, yeah, this would look like at dawn. I love the dawn. Have the glasses on so I could read the comments. Yeah, people are out and about right now. Yeah, people are out and about. Yeah, it looks very bright out there on the monitor. Yeah, let me show you ahead. It looks darker when you look ahead. Let me show you that. See that? Looks very dusky, right? Yeah. This is a beautiful, beautiful Monday. And it was snowing yesterday. Yes, it was. It was snowing. Let me turn it. Yeah, it was snowing yesterday. Yeah. So yeah, it was starting to go really heavy. When I went outside yesterday, when I did the live stream, it was just some very, very, very faint flurries. It was cold yesterday, but it's okay. When you're moving and everything, you're warm. Actually, I was burning up. I was burning up yesterday. Yes, I was. I was dressed in layers, and when I have to pick up my dogs, have to pass this because YouTube will give me a strike. Is that so? You mind your own business, but someone has a music blasting. It's a copyright infringement. So, what was I saying now? Yes, I was dressed in layers, and it started to flurry a little bit when I was outside. And then, what else? Yeah, just looking at the traffic. Yeah, so I was dressed in layers, and I had to pick my little guys here and put them in their uh, their cart. And boy, I felt that heat, man, go whoosh. You think like all the time I'm walking and pushing this thing, you think I'd be in shape? Yeah, good morning, viewer. Good morning. I have my glasses on this time. Yeah. Yeah, good morning. Say hello in the chat room. Yes, good morning, good morning. Yeah, oh, it's 37 degrees. 37. Okay. Yes, about right. And it's 7 a.m. right now, it says. And so about in 6 more minutes it'll be sunrise. Yeah. Yeah, check up on your app what time is sunrise. The last time I looked was 7:06 a.m. in the morning. For those of you who are up, and you can just ask your smartphone what time is sunrise today, and put in the chat room. I think it's 7:06. Yeah, so this is really like in celebration of the dawn. Like right now, this is dawn, and I celebrate it. I welcome it, the beginning of the day. And what else? And then the sunrise. Yeah, too bad with all these tall buildings, you can't actually see the sun when it peaks up. Yeah, I would like to do that. I like to have, the ability to see the sunrise and the sun say, yes, good morning, viewer. Good morning. Please say hello in the chat room if you like. It's always nice to see people coming on. The early birds also. Yeah. So today, I'm heading off to the park again. My dogs like it there. They're able to walk around, get exercise, and yeah, they don't seem to put things in their mouth at the park. But out in the street here, the sidewalk, they like to put everything in their mouth. So I don't want that at all. Yeah, it's a choking hazard. They put bones in their mouth. So I found that I keep them in the stroller. I get to my destination. And then I could, what was that now? Yeah, then I take them out. They do their business and everything. Yeah, and switch hands. Yeah, and it seems okay. It works for me, and it seems to work for them. Oops. Just switching hands here. So I hope your day is going well. Any of you guys out there, are you an early bird too? Did you get up at 5 o'clock? Yeah, I got up actually around 4:45. I said, I'm awake. Let me get out of bed. Have more time for doing what I have to do. So that's what I did. And I'm dressed in layers. Yeah, I'm dressed in layers. I have on this big bulky white coat. I got it in 2012, February 2012. Underneath it, I have like a lighter hoodie jacket. It's like a lightweight feather jacket. Stuffed feathers, those real thin material. Have that on. That's the hoodie, this thing here. And I have a scarf around my head and wrapped around my neck to keep my neck warm. I also have, almost forgot, I have on long johns, or I guess long Jane. Yeah, It's a white one, long sleeve. Yeah, so I have that on, and then a thin cashmere sweater. It's a green color. You know, my body's real warm. Yup, yup, yup. So that's me, what I have for breakfast. Well, the first thing I did was I drank 32 ounces of my filtered water with herbs in it. I put in, what I put in now? I put in, what's that? Cranberry powder. I put a little bit of thyme and ginger and beet powder. I also had my MCT oil. Yeah, MCT oil. It comes from coconuts. It's a medium chain triglyceride. And it's really good for the brain health. I need that. Yeah, I need all the brain health. Yeah. So even though for those of you who eat a lot of plant-based diet, you need healthy fats in your diet. Because you have to feed your brain. Your brain is made out of fat. And so you need fats to, as a building block to maintain. It also coats the myelin sheath in the nerve. Yeah, when we get older, the people get the Alzheimer's or dementia, their dendrites are being attacked. It's like an acid battery. It's like something acidic, and it's eating away the myelin sheath of the nerve endings. And so by having certain fats in your diet, like coconut oil or the medium chain fatty triglycerides, it helps protect the myelin sheath. Oh, you can see some the horizon out here. Let me show you that. Yeah, let me zoom in. You can see like a blush. It's hard to see in this camera, but yeah, you can see the orange blush out there. It's really nice. Really, really nice. I like that. Yeah, it's nice. Like when you cooped up at home and you have tall buildings, you can't really see nature, You really don't see it. You don't see the sun because sometimes the clouds, like right now, it's very cloudy. See that? Very, very cloudy. So I want to get in touch with that side. Yeah. So ahead of me is the park, our beautiful Central Park. And can't wait to get in it. You're going to see the cyclists. Yeah, I commend them, those cyclists. They ride in packs, some of them. They wear like the same outfit, so I guess they belong to a club or something like that. It's really neat to watch. But yeah, the early bird catches the worm, right? Yeah. And I'm doing this, trying to get up early. When I was a student, I finished my my degree in 2011, late 2011. And I used to get up early. I had such a schedule, Everything was precision. And I did that for 8 years. It pays off. I was extremely focused. extremely focused, and I completed it. But you can do all the planning, but with me, the curriculum changed for the industry, and I felt so screwed. And I didn't want to go back. I mean, I felt it was a dead cause. Yeah, I needed my license. I guess because the field was I was in nutrition, and the field is getting inundated with a lot of people, so they increased the requirement. So what I didn't know, because you can work in some establishments in nutrition without a license, and that's where I did volunteer work, and I was promised a job there. But in a nutshell, I discovered at the end of my volunteer services that I was there for 9 months. Overall, my experience there was good, but I saw a lot of stuff. And it was really an intro to get me used to being around other people in the workforce. Being in a classroom is one experience, but being at an establishment, like business establishment with clients, is something else. So I changed. I did try to start my own business in nutrition, and I said, I'm going to do something else. That's basically that. So now I think so I was very disciplined. I used to get up and walk the dogs. Yeah, they were better at walking, They were younger then. Yeah, one of them is 11 now, and the other one will be 11 in January. So they were quite young. And I didn't use the shopping cart. And we used to just walk around the neighborhood. So now I have the shopping cart, and they love it. They like the adventure, and that's what I want for them. I want them to have an adventure, and I want them to still get the taste of nature. The taste of nature that, just looking both ways, the taste of nature because they're dogs. So even though they're lap dogs, they're bred to be homebodies, and you just cuddle up, but they're still dogs. And I want them, especially my little boy, he is really into nature. He smells everything, he gets in there. And Lily also. Lily likes rolling in organic manner, if you know what I mean. Oh no. Yeah, she does. And Lilac, my little peanut, I call her, she doesn't want to interact with anything outside. Yeah, she doesn't like walking. She likes to sleep. She does love to eat. So I know she's not sick. Yeah, she's always been like that. Okay, to go up this curve. Yeah, I hope you like these outdoor pack walks with the guys and gals here. Yeah, I like doing them. I like going live because it makes me feel more connected with other people. And I like going out walking with my dogs because I get to meet people who like dogs, and they want to pet them. Yeah, I like that. With that. Yeah, looking at this thing here. Look at that. Jasmine Mann's Black Girl Call Home Poems. Nice. Hope you got that. That was nice. So a young black woman with hair in barrettes. Yeah, my mother wasn't into putting barrettes in my hair. No, she wasn't into that. She has a different hair texture than mine, and so she really couldn't relate to it. Yeah. Yeah, so the sun, the sky, it's getting brighter and brighter. So it's after, let's see what time. It's not showing the time right now, but it's after 7 o'clock. Yes, good morning, viewer. Yes, I'm up early. Okay, I got the light. Yeah, you gotta walk real careful. Oh, the sunrise looks gorgeous. You can see the orange in the sky. Really, looks really nice. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, get connected, folks. See, it lets you know when you get out in nature that there's things that occur. You have the sun that peaks up and it's gradual. You can see the movement of the sun. Actually, it's not the sun that's moving, but we're moving. But if you're a flat earther, it's the sun that's moving. Hi, Dylan. Yeah. Any of you flat earthers out there? Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know what to say about this planet. Yeah, if it's flat, how big is it? I don't know. Boy, it's warm right now. I'm burning up. That's good. Okay, we got the light. So yeah, I don't know. I was introduced to the flat earth movement in 2016. I have no idea. I have no idea what the truth is. It looks flat when first you're able to see the horizon. It's flat, and water goes down like it can't like stay on a curve. If it's a ball, water would fall off, right? It does look completely flat, the horizon. But my real question to flat earthers is, let's say it is flat. What is the significance of it being flat versus round? So all you flat earthers, let me know. Let me know what would be the significance of it being flat versus round. Life will still continue as we know it. What else now? Let's see. Got another big street here. Oh, okay, no cars are coming. Taxi just made a U-turn. Up. Yeah, I should put him in the middle. so it might be harder for him to bark at other dogs. Yeah, it's my little boy Lavender. He's a good guy. Yeah, so in front of me is Central Park. Oops, sorry. Central Park. Yeah, this is Columbus Circle. And that's Columbus. Oh, you can't see the statue on top. Yeah, a little piece of it, right by the flag. See? Yeah. Oh. No, sorry. Sorry. Here we go. Uh-uh. Yeah, he could. Sit down. Sit down, baby. Sit down. Yeah. Another doggy person. Oh, he gets excited. He starts to bark. Thank you, though. Yeah, I got 3 little ones. Take care. Yeah. Okay, we got the light. Yeah, it was just my little boy. I wouldn't mind him uh, meeting other dogs, but when they're inside the carriage like this, they get he gets excited. Okay, so I'm in on the plaza now, so I'm gonna turn the camera, but you can still hear me and everything. Okay. So this is like the entrance to the park, Central Park. So you're going to see the you're going to see cyclists. Yep. So that's what I'm going to show you today. You're going to see nature, bicyclists, beautiful nature. Yeah, this is good on New York City. I also do these live streams or uploads of the city because this is a way of chronicalizing what New York City looks like. Because my instincts tell me that it's going to be a different system that's going to permeate this society. Take my hood off. Yeah, that's what I feel. So you can see the horizon coming up. Isn't that gorgeous? See the clouds? How beautiful it is? This is what life is about. So imagine the first thing in the morning, you see the beautiful sky. Isn't that gorgeous? It's very peaceful. And with these videos that I do, if you don't want to hear the talk, you can always put the volume down low or mute it and just look at the visuals. That's also why I do it. For those people who just want to see nature, they might have had enough of looking at the politics. But you still want to be connected with others. Yeah, so at this time, the people can walk their dogs without a leash in certain parts of the park. But definitely not at the Ramble. And that's what people are doing. They're not supposed to do that. Yeah, I try not to get people's faces. As someone who takes the videos, I feel you should respect people's privacy. It's a bridge. Yeah, this is a beautiful park. It has its controversy. Yes, Central Park has its controversy. And I did a video over the summer The key name in that title was what do you call it? Seneca Village. Seneca Village. It was on equivalent to 80 something street, like 85th Street. And it was a couple of blocks in length. It was a township. And it was a township that where free blacks were able to live. Blacks in New York City, when colonial New York, I should say, New Amsterdam, the blacks were sent to Lower Manhattan. And they were forced to move. And so because all this land was sparse. Those poor Indians, though. But either way, it was natural land. And they moved up to what would be equivalent to like 85th Street in Manhattan. The entryway that we just entered in to Central Park was 59th Street. Okay, so equivalent further up, and it flourished. It was a township, and you had housing, you had artifacts, and what happened was you have the people who work stealth. They were part of. Yes, oh, wow, what's going on? Sorry about that. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I don't know how long it did that because I have to look straight ahead too. I have the camera. I was just moving the camera on the side. Sorry about that. Yeah, Jessica, yes, good morning. Yes, I'm out early. So what happened at, so you notice I was talking about the government, about Seneca Village and the government when they, oh, look at that. Yeah, they're on schedule. Yeah, they're on schedule, huh? Yeah, I saw them yesterday. So, so what happened? So you have this settlement, and then you have this government who, they were visiting Europe, where they're from originally, and I think it was someplace in France, and they visited a gardens. And they said we should have a garden also in the colony, so that they can feel like they're just as important as their brothers and sisters overseas. And so they took the land from these people. Yeah. And they were forced off. They gave them like an announcement that they're going to take it. And then they took it. So they don't know where all the people went. Some of the people went to New Jersey, they said. Wow. So that's one thing I learned about reading about Seneca Village. That's history that they don't teach in schools. And I found out just by chance by a black YouTuber. It was something about, I remember. It was something about, this is how I found out about it. Unrelated topic, but maybe it is related. There was announced that they rescued children in Central Park in an underground facility. Hi, doing? Yeah, they said they're underground facilities. I don't know, but this is what was said. And so the keyword was Central Park. And so I wanted to verify that YouTuber's info. So I think I Googled, and in part of that came up about Seneca Village. So I said, what is that? So it was just more of curiosity. So I clicked on the link, and it was a video about the history of Central Park in a black township in New York City, a free town. I think that's highly important. See that? So that's one thing that I do get a little upset with Trump, that he says, you know, we're going to teach history that doesn't poo-poo America. You know, like about the pilgrims being about freedom and all that. And I can't swallow that. I might be a Trump supporter, but I don't support BS. Because if they were about freedom, they would not have permitted around them the slave trade. It was a melee. You had people who pretty much were like indentured slaves in Europe, what we call serfs. A serf is something like a slave. You're low status. You're not owned, but you are highly controlled. So, so this park, so the park, you know, the people who live there in what's called Seneca Village, and you could go on my channel and type in the search bar under my channel, Seneca Village, and you may get a few videos on the topic. Okay? So, yeah, so with the school system here in New York City, they don't teach that. They teach you a very whitewashed history. It romanticizes the colonials and doesn't talk about like there was Nazi Germany. And these people were of the same mindset as the Nazi regime. The Nazi regime started out as a national socialist movement for the pure Germans. Wow, my battery's going to go low. Wow, I didn't even reach the... I'm surprised that happened. So I have to put my new battery on. Oops. Yeah. So I'm going to take my earplug off. Some interference and I plugged it out. Oops. Now I'm going to put the battery in. I guess it's a hot topic. And it doesn't want you to get the information. Aside. My turn. Okay. Take the plug out. Yeah, I'm surprised that because I had the battery charged. that was interesting. Okay, so I attached my battery. Sorry about that. Well, yeah, so I have to try to talk louder so you could hear me speak. Yeah, I put my mouth on the side where the mic is. So, yeah, it romanticizes the history of the colonial powers, but they're really no different than um, the Nazis. They were romanticized, the Nazis, and the wrongs that they did. They said, well, we're the first people here in this land, and so we can do that. Okay? And then it was saying, oh, some people aren't as important as others. They deserve to be our servants. And look what happened. So it's cognitive dissonance that allowed those things to occur. That, oh, it's not a bad thing because, they're not Christian. Europeans weren't always Christian either. And so it too, early Europe were mistreated by the ruling powers, but they didn't learn. And the people, the colonials, were used as if you're hungry in your country and you were the bottom of the bottom in your society, and then they say we have an opportunity for you to get your own land, and then we're going to introduce people to assist you. We're going to enslave them. You'll say, yeah. So you feel all wonderful, right? It's not wonderful. And it lasted for several hundred years. That's what's so ironic about it. So I do watch what do you call it? I do watch Alex Jones. Now, I don't take him seriously. No, yes, he is theatrical, but he supplies some interesting, information on certain things that happen in the government, international news. So I think that's important. But yeah, so sometimes he talks about like the 1776. Yes, good morning, viewer. Yes, I was on earlier and then my line got disconnected. Yeah, so I apologize for that. And if this is Jessica that was on earlier before we got disconnected, just say hello. So I know if it's still you out there, or it could be somebody else. So yes, this is the beautiful pond. Beautiful pond. I hear the birds. Yeah, I just want to take a moment here. This is very beautiful. So you have, what was I just saying? Yeah, I watch Alex Jones. And I get uncomfortable when he talks about 1776. You know what 1776 was really about? According to my understanding? See, they said the excuse was that they had to pay, the colonials had to pay taxes on the tea. And the taxes they were paying, they weren't being represented, like no taxation without representation. So they didn't have any representation, the law, they couldn't make decisions. The Europe leaders that remained in Europe governed them. And they didn't like that. Wow, My battery just prompted again, it's low. For whatever reason, now I charge my battery and I charge my phone to the maximum. Now when the phone goes low, so I put in the backup battery, and it said again 20%. So it could be that it's taking a long time to get juiced up. I'm laughing. That's good boy. Good boy. Let's stay. Yeah. Let's stop that. Let's stop that. Let's stop that. Yeah, I just turned in my dog. That's good then. Let's quiet. Let's quiet. Keep on going. Keep on going. Lavin, let's sit down. Sorry. Let's go. Get in there. Get in there. See, you got all peanut. Get back in there. I'll take the blanket out. Because it might be a little bit too warm for them. Yeah, might be too warm for them. Lavin. Sorry about that. Yeah. So, my battery might run out. Okay. So yeah, what I was saying there, that what was 1776 all about was, oh, look at the, see, it's going, what is it? Yeah, look at that. The structure's almost all gone now, the leaves. Yeah, every time I pass, I like to show it. I don't know what you call this. It's absolutely beautiful. I first discovered this in April, and I was ecstatic on seeing it. So let me hurry up quickly with this about 1776. Now, 1776, okay, they had to pay taxes, and they said that they weren't being represented. They didn't have representation, and they wanted to boycott. But what was actually going on in 1776, that Europe was ending slavery, at least I think Britain. If you're born in British soil and breathe in the fresh air, the British air, you are free. So here you have a young nation just starting out and getting its wealth by exploiting human labor from Africa. Okay? And then they wanted to maintain that system. They said, look, we're making all this money. And did you know that George Washington, he was a major slaveholder, and he purposely married, let me get more cyclists. I think it's really neat. Yeah. So as I was saying, so they knew that it would be they knew that eventually they would end the slave system in the colonies. That's why, that's what really motivated them. That was a big factor. Wouldn't that be a reason why you want to disconnect? If your parent country that is supporting you, and you made an agreement from the European made an agreement, we'll send you to the Americas. You'll handle, you work over the colony. We're gonna initially have you have slaves to help you out. And then once that's done, eventually we're gonna end that system of slavery, because we just needed the labor, extensive labor, to establish the New World Order. And the new colonials said no. And look, the person One of the first people who died in the 70-76 uproar was Crispus Attucks. Crispus Attucks was a mixed race of some type. Black, he could be black and Indian. He was born a slave, so that meant his mother was a slave. So she had, because they weren't enslaving the Indian per se, not as chattel slave, but yes, I bet they did exploit their labor. Because where he lived was at a what do you call it? Like a reservation. Where it was a settlement to indoctrinate the Indians, the Native American Indians, to Christianity. And that's where he lived. But historically, they say that he was a mulatto, but he definitely was a mixed race. And he and a group of others that day were part of a riot, and he was one of the first that they shot and killed. And people were interviewed after the melee. Interviews were done. So that's 70-76. That's what it was really about. So it's ironic that the first person died was someone of black heritage who was a former slave. See that? See, those things they will never tell you in history. And I did vote for Trump, but I don't agree with everything he talks about, and especially what you call history. He's from Queens, New York, like myself. He lived not too far from where I'm from. He lives up the hill, I live down the hill. You see the little birds here? Yeah. So when Trump says, oh, we're going to give a history that makes, that boosts America, you have to be honest. You have to be honest. That's what's getting a lot of black people angry, because when you talk about history and know that you got here in the Americas because of slavery, but they don't want to talk about it. And they want you to celebrate the lie about the Pilgrims being a goodly people. That these, because the Pilgrims weren't the only people that came. You had many people coming. But see, that's how they created. You had people coming to the Caribbean. The Caribbean for European development happened in the Caribbean and Central America first. And I think you had British subjects in the Caribbean as well, at this time. People were coming. People were learning about that there's land, and they were coming. So I just wish that they were more honest about the true history of America, because every black person knows. But yes, you have some who say they were here already. Okay, if you want to spin it like that. But either way, the land is not, you don't have the land. Yeah, land is power. And also during that time colonial period, you're only able to vote if you were a landowner. And women in those days were not permitted to own land. A woman was property. She was either someone's daughter or someone's wife. And that's it. That's it. Sit down. You need to sit down, baby. Okay. Yeah, my little boys. They're all over the place now. I'll fix them. There's a little space. So yes, I am in the Ramble, the beautiful, beautiful Ramble. That's the Oak Bridge, Ladin. So yeah, when you distort history and romanticize, I always felt uncomfortable growing up in elementary school and junior high school because I know, because I've heard of the term, slavery, and I knew it included me. Yeah, I wonder, any of you guys from Brazil, and why I mention Brazil is because Brazil has the largest black population, or one of the largest black populations in the Americas, the country-wise. And so I would like to know, any of you Brazilians out there who are listening, if, how does your country discuss the subject of slavery? Does it romanticize about what they use the term pilgrims? Is that what they're called? Yeah, in the US they call them pilgrims. I call them terrorists or occupiers. You're going to come in the land and then get the help by them, the indigenous people, and then you push them off your land. It's so evil, in my opinion. Evil. Oh, look, that's the sun. Good morning, sun. Good morning, sunrise. How beautiful you look. How beautiful you look. Isn't that beautiful, that sunlight? That was beautiful. See, now you can see the sun. Yeah, this is a slow, so might be huffing and puffing a little bit. But yeah, I'm curious about other countries in the Americas. How do they teach you about your past under colonial power? Yeah, Brazil's our neighbor, in the, I should say neighbor, but they're here in the Americas, from major countries, very large, but we know very little about them. Oh, I can see the sun. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, this is sunrise. That is so gorgeous. That is so gorgeous. See that? See that little twinkle out there? That is the sunrise. I'm gonna make a right turn. Yeah, I'll probably take a seat. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, the battery just said 10% left. So I'm gonna take a seat and then I'm gonna sign off. Yeah, it's not allowing it to be charged up. It's feeding. The live stream is taking the juice faster than it could charge up. because I know I charged it up last night. So I'm going to take a seat here. Yeah, I'll get you guys acclimated, babies. Okay, let me just... Okay. Oh, wow. So yeah, my battery says only 10% left. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this refreshing early dawn of the morning. Yes. So yeah, thank you again for watching with me. Uh, yeah. So yeah. So feel free to share this video with friends, family members. You could subscribe and give me a like. And those of you who want to support this channel, I have a PayPal me link to do so on my channel, Spirit Journey. On the banner's right-hand side, you'll see the PayPal me link, and you just click on it and follow the prompt. Any amount would be appreciated, and I thank you in advance. Yeah, let me show you Lily. Yeah, she wants to get out now. Yeah, that's Lily. Oh. Okay. Okay. So I thank you all for watching. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.